Being a successful streamer comes with its highs and lows. The world of streaming offers an unrivaled amount of opportunity, but that opportunity comes with a much darker and much more sinister side as well.
I think that's an epic. Chat, listen. I'm going to look at the floor, open the pack, and just listen for the renown. He's back!
To show you what I mean, let's take a look at one of the first conflicts our streamer of the video, Jynxzi, ever had to go through, and that being the beef between him and AVID. For those of you that don't know, AVID is a console streamer that used to play with Jynxzi a lot. AVID is funny, loud, and borderline unhinged. Does that sound familiar? Well, him and Jynxzi are very alike, which is what sparked their friendship in the first place. The very personality similarities that brought them together, though, would eventually be the very thing to rip them apart. Before that would happen, though, let's rewind back to when AVID and Jynxzi met. They first met in a video on Jynxzi's channel titled I 1v1 My Biggest Hater, where AVID would star as the hater in question. The video started out like any other Jynxzi 1v1, but as the video went on, it became increasingly obvious that instead of hate, there was actually a chemistry between these two. They were eerily similar, making the same jokes, the same comedic timings, and often making each other laugh. After this 1v1, Jynxzi decided to keep him around, and he could tell that AVID had huge potential for entertainment value and the content scene as a whole, and Jynxzi was spot on. Every stream and video with AVID in it got more and more views, more and more watch hours, more and more popularity. Because of this, they became close friends. A friendship born of hate, but blossomed by similarity. They became so close, in fact, that they even started to integrate each other's lingo in each other's streams and everyday lives. One of the terms that AVID gave Jynxzi, for example, was the infamous Atoui. This would quickly become heavily associated with Jynxzi and his brand, completely blowing up on TikTok with very little people knowing it actually came from AVID. It's kind of like that one time in your 8th grade history class when you said a funny joke, but the other guy just said it louder and everyone only heard him and he got all the credit for it. Well, at first, AVID didn't mind, or so it seemed, because it was around this time that their relationship became sort of unstable, some would say, bipolar even, a love-hate relationship. Most didn't know why, but anyone who watched them long enough could smell something was off. The scent of jealousy was in the air. This all came to a breaking point just about a year ago on the release of the Space Station Gaming full kit for Pulse. This was, to put it bluntly, a Jynxzi skin, and plastered all over the skin was the phrase that AVID had created so long ago, Atoui. This was his saying. He made it up, and he never got credit for it. From his point of view, not only did Jynxzi steal the credit from it, but now he was going to steal the monetary value of that phrase as well. But it didn't stop there. SSG also released Jynxzi merch upon his signing to SSG with one phrase on the merch that read, well, you can probably guess by now. AVID saw this and became noticeably jealous. He'd officially had enough. So he called out Jynxzi live in front of hundreds of thousands of people on stream.
You know what?
So,
hold on.
Are we putting money on it, or are you a Just let me know right now. Just say I'm a or are we putting money on it?
So what's up with that merch idea? What's up with that merch shit? So listen, this is how this shit gonna go right here. Listen. No, hold on. What's up with that merch shit, gang? So either I'm gonna get a motherfucking percentage of that merch, or you gonna sit here and play me for a band. Which one is it? You fucking choose. Stop playing about that. Oh, like you took my Atoui shit and put on a fucking hoodie. You didn't even fucking tell me. You know what? Okay, so know what? I'm gonna get a percentage of that shit, or we're gonna chalk it up to a 1v1, nigga. Then which one is it? Ho.
So first and foremost, this would never hold up in a court of law, so I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to.
It would never hold up in a court of law. So
if you are a man of morals, if you are a man of motherfucking morals, you would be like, you know what? I'll give you a 1%. Hey, give me $2, nigga, and I'll be straight, nigga. I just need Pampers for CJ. That's it.
AVID demanded that Jynxzi gave him a percentage deal of the merch in question, considering that he's the one that made up the phrase. He didn't ask for anything crazy. In fact, he even said that if Jynxzi had just given him $2, he'd be straight. Because to AVID, it was more about the principle of the matter than it was about the actual money behind it. To some, this seemed fair, but to others, this seemed almost egotistical, almost distasteful to put it lightly. Not only did Jynxzi popularize the phrase, but he wasn't even the one that made the merch, nor did he have access to change the deal or who was getting the money from it. It was SSG, the organization, that made it, not him. So even if Jynxzi wanted to, he couldn't even give AVID a percentage of anything. But that's just the thing. Even if Jynxzi could do it, he didn't even want to.
But I'm saying, if you put...
So chat, this is like actually weird. This was a curveball for tonight. I did not think this was going this direction. Chat, do you think me putting too easy on a jersey, or on a... I didn't even do that, by the way. Space Station did that. But do you think me putting that on a hoodie is why it's so... Bro, people bought the hoodie because it's my hoodie.
From Jynxzi's point of view, Jynxzi made a bag off of his hard work, and AVID switched up when money became involved. He was a snake. He was a fake friend. This battle kept going and resulted in AVID leaving the game because he just needed to sort out the issue with Jynxzi on his own time. But Jynxzi didn't back down. Jynxzi made a fair point that if he were trying to do anything about it, it wouldn't hold up in a court of law. And because AVID had stolen language of Jynxzi's as well, just like Jynxzi did to him, that AVID didn't really have a right to complain about it. AVID's main point was that if Jynxzi was a real friend, the law wouldn't matter. Copyright law wouldn't matter. He would have just thrown him some money anyways. From AVID's point of view, that phrase made Jynxzi money, a phrase that he created. This clashing of perspectives went on for the better part of an hour on stream, until they eventually talked it out. Jynxzi ended up apologizing for not thinking ahead that this might be an issue, and AVID apologizes for not handling it off stream and not being able to properly sort out his emotions. To this day, the relationship is still rocky, and I don't even know if they talk anymore, but they're definitely on better terms, and the matter was resolved peacefully. The same cannot be said for the next person on this list, Clix. Just like AVID, Clix and Jynxzi started off on good terms. Jynxzi, even after this beef went down, admitted that they were actual friends before what had happened. So what exactly did happen? To show you, let's go back to March 27th of 2024. Clix, Ronaldo, and Jynxzi were doing a wager 2v1 in the Siege custom game for $10,000. The match started out fine, but eventually Jynxzi lost, meaning he would have to pay $5,000 to stable Ronaldo and $5,000 to Clix. But before the payments were finalized, Clix made a tweet that would ruin their friendship to this day. At the time of this wager, Jynxzi was dating Brecky Hill, an influencer and OnlyFans model. The crazy thing about her is that Brecky Hill and Clix actually have a history. They never officially dated, but on one of Clix's streams, he invited her over and there was a clear chemistry. So clear that this happened.
You know, pulling up the streams, like, it's just funny because Brecky Hill, and he's like the shot, you know?
Do you want me to, like, your handwriting is terrible. Take it slow.
Someone said Rachel's so mad. Wait, yeah. You have to like go here.
You kind of fucked. Boom! And you fucked up the eye. I'm not gonna lie, but
knocks her tits in the way. Wait, I need to make it bigger.
just make the eye thicker.
Look at that.
That's good.
Obviously, if you were Jynxzi and you saw this, you'd feel some type of way about it, and I'm sure that Clix knew this as well. It's a fairly popular clip, and Brecky is a fairly popular girl. You see, not only had she been around Clix, but she was also around another one of Jynxzi's streamer friends at the time, Neon. So like I said, Jynxzi definitely knew about this clip because just like this clip had gone around, so would she. This brings me back to the tweet. What could Clix have possibly tweeted after the game ended that could make Jynxzi so mad that they never spoke again? Clix tweeted the infamous clip of him signing the message, use code Clix, on Brecky. Most people saw this as a light jab between friends and streamers, something done for content more than likely. Jynxzi did not see it this way. Jynxzi saw this as Clix purposefully making Jynxzi mad for clip farming purposes. Jynxzi saw this from the perspective of Clix being his friend and Brecky being his girlfriend. Clix blatantly disrespected Jynxzi and his girl, which is something you just kinda don't do, especially if that's your friend. Clix not realizing the weight of his actions and Jynxzi not accepting Clix's lighthearted intent led to a heated argument live in front of all of their viewers. An argument that wasn't pretty to say the least.
Okay, listen. Hold on, I'll talk. First off, I thought that was a complete troll thing because literally everyone trolls about it. I thought that was a complete troll thing. If that actually happened, I'm so sorry for saying that. Like, genuinely. If that actually happened, I'm so sorry for saying that.
It did, but I don't care.
I'm not. She got fucked.
All right, Vaughn, come on. But no, she got, like, that's fine. Like, that's in the past. I don't care. Like, the thing is like, that shit don't affect me no more. So people control about it. I don't care. But, like, that shit, come on, dude. Like, I deadass thought me and you are the same, and we were just gonna troll and get it over and fucking delete the tweet and troll.
The one thing that solidified this issue from being solved in the end, though, was Clix's refusal to apologize and take the tweet down. So when their stream ended and everyone got paid, Clix made a series of tweets talking about how soft Jynxzi was, going live the next day to talk about it even more as well.
Listen, it could be a respecting and all that, but you gotta understand, Chet, bro, he brought up my ex getting a trainer on her, which you guys could joke around. My ex did get a trainer on her. She got fucked by 3 dudes at once. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. It is okay, bro. But you guys could joke about that. Like, I'm okay with people joking about that because it's on stream. That's what y'all gotta understand. Anything on stream, in my opinion, is to make others laugh and to have a good time.
While it's clear that Click still very much has opinions, you can also tell by this point he had time to calm down and think about it a bit more too. Clicks was clearly upset that he made his friend feel this way, so he put his pride to the side and decided to message Jynxzi and apologize to solve the beef privately. Unfortunately, even after this, Jynxzi made what he says is his biggest mistake throughout this entire altercation and told him this.
Start up shit, which he was, like everybody could see that. But it's like, I never got that. It was just like, I'm sorry you got mad. And he said that like 6 times.
So there was no off stream?
Nothing.
Nothing,
It was,
okay.
I called him off stream. Okay, I'll be honest. The biggest fuck up I had, he texted me off stream and said like, yo, can we call like that night? And I said, get the fuck off my phone. Cause like, I'm like, I considered this guy a actual friend. Like I always fucked with Clicks. And then it's like, now I don't.
After that, we haven't seen these two publicly being friendly to each other, but it's clear that they both have at least a little regret towards how they acted towards each other and how they handled the situation, with nothing but pride separating the two from being friends now. All we can hope is that one day these two can talk it out and be on good terms again like they once were before any of this happened in the first place. Someone that Jynxzi was actually able to make up with though was XQC. If you don't know, XQC is one of the most paid streamers of all time, signing a mind-breaking $150 million contract to Kick. Before any of that though, he was one of the most popular Twitch streamers as well. And if none of that was enough, he was also a professional Overwatch player in the past too. His name was everywhere, just like Jynxzi's. So it was only natural that the two powerhouses of streamers would know about each other eventually. It's unclear the very first time they met, but most noticeably they, like everyone else on this list, 1v1'd on stream. XQC was very new to the game, so at first he wasn't doing too well, but keep in mind, XQC used to play games professionally. XQC learned very quickly, and the match came down to the very wire, but Jynxzi did eventually win.
Baited idiot. I own you, daddy. Call me daddy. I'm better than you, kid! I'm better than you! No bullets needed. No bullets needed. Run me my 100 gifted right the fuck now and apologize. Apologize to all the fucking controller players. I'm your father!
The stream, other than that, went well, and it seemed like a new friendship and business partnership was blossoming perfectly, but as you know by now, that didn't last long. At one point or another, a streamer by the name of Trainwreck was talking about how a lot of big streamers, especially on Twitch, were view-botting and faking their streams for clout and for money. Most people in Trainwreck's chat were spamming that it was Jynxzi. Without confirmation from Trainwreck's XQC, as Jynxzi's friend went to investigate the matter. XQC was not only his friend, but also a business partner, and it was clear that they had talked outside of streaming. So XQC, of course, was going into this with the mindset of defending his friend Jynxzi. Funnily enough, that's exactly what he did.
So even okay. So doesn't he have drops or something?
Not right now, I don't think.
Okay. I mean, 10K is not the end of the world. It's not too crazy. I wouldn't. Even in the world where you would still call him out, oh guys, you're biting. That layer of whatever is like, it's not something that you'd be deliberately doing. It's just not. For 10K, it doesn't make any sense.
If you couldn't tell, XQC was saying that based on the number of active chatters to active viewers, there was only a margin of error of about 10,000 total viewers that Jynxzi could have possibly been botting, which isn't a big enough number to make a difference or be worth risking his career over. XQC, with his statement, was essentially defending Jynxzi. People at this moment started spamming Jynxzi to watch XQC's chat. Keep in mind that this is all happening freshly after the Clicks beef, so Jynxzi was already on high alert and kind of on edge. This would ultimately be what set things off. Jynxzi reacted to the clip of XQC defending him, but before he could react to the full clip, Jynxzi immediately thought XQC was accusing him of view-botting and proceeded to lash out at him. He lashed out at his friend, who was doing nothing but defending him. An ironic twist of fate, to say the least. XQC saw this and was taken aback, but instead of escalating the beef and having his pride put up, he did something a bit more funny.
End of the world. It's not.
10K is not the end of the world. Yo, XQC, I don't know if the Adderall is affecting your brain right now. Dog, you're looking at active chatters. Do you actually expect my entire stream to be chatting? Every single one of them? When has that ever happened? When has that?
I put that shit together for a chop. I put that shit together for a chop. If I'm not making money, then I got me somewhere drowse. If I'm not at the top, then I won't do it at all.
Chat, who is he talking to? Chat, who is he talking to?
Big dog.
Chat,
I put
who?
that shit together for a chop. I put this shit together like some puzzle pieces.
What the fuck is all this?
When I live.
Chat, I am so confused, chat. Guys, I was defending him. Chat, I was defending. I am so confused. What is going on?
Jynxzi not only seeing that XQC just flexed on him so hard beyond saving, but also seeing that he completely misread what XQC was trying to say, and seeing that XQC was kind of just lighthearted about it, immediately folded under the pressure and apologized to XQC.
Sorry. You own me. Fuck it. If you want to say I'm view botting, you can say whatever you want. You own me. Nut right on these titties. You literally just put my house on your wrist. You own me, daddy. I apologize. All right, there, bro. Are you guys happy? Can you guys get off my dick now? XQC owns me. Great. I don't even care, bro. XQC owns me.
This beef was very short-lived, and they, for the most part, are on good terms now, which is not at all the case for our next victim of Jynxzi, Stable Ronaldo. Now, I've mentioned his name a few times in this video already, namely in the clicks beef, which is actually where the beef between him and Jynxzi started as well. Although, throughout that beef, Ronaldo maintained the position of neutrality. It was ironically the XQC beef that really set off the Ronaldo beef more than the clicks one. But how did the XQC Jynxzi beef involve Stable Ronaldo? Well, when XQC was reacting to the clip of Train in a Discord call talking about the biggest viewbotter on Twitch, one of the people in that call talking to Train was actually Ronaldo himself. When Ronaldo was reacting to Trainwreck's accusations in the call, Ronaldo reacted in a way that made Jynxzi very upset.
Count, like, unless you're counting these people who are plotting,
Wait a minute.
Unless
And here's the thing, bro. I have no problem with Train at all. And I actually DM'd Train and he said it wasn't even about me, but we'll get into it.
unless you're counting the that get bought, it's like 2 million viewers, like, then sure, we get.
So then, someone's chat just starts saying Jynxzi. Jynxzi or Kai? Kai does not view bot and I do not view bot.
I don't
Mike
think they view
Metzer,
bot.
an idiot.
I know who V-Bots on Twitch. It's not Jynxzi. I don't actually think it's him. I'm not even just saying
It's
that.
just everyone saying Jynxzi.
I would stand on business in this chat.
Oh, wait, look at this
It's
chat.
not.
Jynxzi bots 100%.
Yeah, whose chat is this?
Oh, 100%.
Who's the Twitch guy?
I think anyone with 2 brain cells knows that Jynxzi was probably reaching here, but then again, this entire conversation about viewbotting is probably reaching as well, so who am I to say anything really? This, if anything, was just a projection of Jynxzi's own insecurities, as he had gone through so much beef, chief among them Ronaldo's own best friend, that Jynxzi probably assumed that Ronaldo hated him, or at least didn't think the best about him. When you look at it from that point of view, it may seem insecure, but it's honestly valid nonetheless. However, when Ronaldo saw this, after staying neutral for so long, he had finally had enough of Jynxzi slandering his name.
100%.
Whose chat is this?
Oh, 100%.
Who's the Twitch guy?
And then Ron rolls his R like.
I've been doing that for 5 years.
Ron, maybe you can you made real content for once in your real content.
Now you want to? You want beef with me? Bro. I wasn't even talking about him! I've been doing this for 5 years! Around when Aiden originally did it that you stole it from! You dumb.
Okay.
You dumb. I wasn't talking about you! I was talking about Neon! You idiot! You're a dumb. That's what you are! I'm not talking about you! You dumb.
That are.
It was clear now that this, like all of Jynxzi's beefs previously, had been a misunderstanding. Ronaldo went as far as to end stream for the day out of pure frustration, and based on how Ronaldo still disses him today, it doesn't seem like they're on good terms at all, or honestly ever will be. The same exact thing can be said for the next victim of Jynxzi, which is Neon. Neon is a streamer just like Jynxzi, but he streams on Kick. Because of the lack of care about what streamers are and aren't able to do on Kick, the website is commonly stated to be a cesspool of degeneracy. Whether it be people getting into fights, gambling, or promoting OnlyFans to literal children, Kick is not a platform you want to associate with. This is something important to note that I'll bring up later. Before all of the Kick controversy though, Neon and Jynxzi were friends. It's unclear when exactly they met for the first time or how strong of a friendship they had, but it was enough that Jynxzi would ask Neon for girl advice at some point behind closed doors. Girl advice specifically about Brecky Hill. Like I said earlier, Brecky Hill was around Neon streams before she ever met Jynxzi, so Jynxzi called up Neon essentially asking for advice on what to do with his feelings for Brecky. Neon and Jynxzi both agreed that dating her would be a bad idea, but Jynxzi fell in love with her anyway. Fast forward about 6 months to a year, and the viewbotting situation with Trainwrecks and Stable Ronaldo came up. When the issue of viewbotting on Twitch came up, so did the issue of viewbotting on Kick. And when Jynxzi was faced with the question of who the biggest viewbotter on Kick was, this is what Jynxzi had to say.
By the way, the #1 botter is like obviously Neon. Like, that's like just, I think even Neon would say that.
Neon obviously was upset about this, because Jynxzi had, in his mind, gone behind his back. This caused Neon to air out all of the closed doors Brecky drama that he'd given advice to Jynxzi about.
It's not the number one botter.
And this is one of the I got to talk about, bro. Jynxzi, you are a piece of shit, bro. You, bro. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I don't hate anyone, but I really, really hate you, bro. I have a deep hatred for you now, bro. You used to be such a nice, humble guy. We talked on the phone almost every day, bro. We used to be friends, bro. We were talking, you know, I was giving you advice and you were telling me crazy shit. You were on the phone with me telling me, you were like, bro, Brecky wants me to go to her house, but I know the intention she has with me, bro. Like, man, like, I don't know what to do. She's such a leech, bro. She's demonic, but like, damn, bro, like, bro, you, man. I had your back. I gave you some advice, bro. I tried helping you, man. You want to come out here and talk? You're a piece of shit, bro. You're a piece of shit. You let the ego get the best of you, bro. But it's all good, bro. It is all good, man. It is all good, bro.
Since then, the two streamers have talked about these issues behind closed doors, but it's unclear if their friendship has truly mended back to what it was. After a short while, ironically enough, Neon got banned off of Kick for viewbotting as well, so it's safe to say that Neon was a victim of Jynxzi. The same exact thing can be said of our next victim of Jynxzi, who goes by the name of Lacey. Now, if you've been watching Twitch for the past few months, then you know who Lacey is. He and the better part of FaZe Clan have been hitting insane numbers with the subathon that they've been doing, even still at the time of this recording. But before Lacey was ever as big as he is right now, physically and on Twitch, he was just known as someone who was put onto streaming by clicks. He would often glaze clicks because of this, and when Lacey would start talking bad about Jynxzi wouldn't be hesitant to point this out.
How the internet affects us out of content, you need to be humbled. Because whatever is going on these last few days, that is not the Jynxzi.
What has gone on these last few days? Fill me in. Not with cut. I'll let him go.
That I knew from 3 months ago. You need to be humbled. Your ego has gotten the best of you, bro. And it's cool. It happens. I completely understand it. You're on top of the world right now. You're the #1 streamer in the world. You got the most viewers. You got the most fans. You're making millions and millions of dollars. But you need to stay grounded and stay humble to yourself, bro. You're crashing out and shit.
How am I crashing out, bro? I was literally doing a stream with your father, your dad, the guy that birthed you. Let me dial it back. You were nowhere in this stream. The stream was over. I lost, cool. And then Clicks does weird shit. I understand. He is literally your father. So Clicks could actually punch someone in the face and you would have been like, their head shouldn't have been in the way. There is not a more biased account than you. You do not know me at all, bro. I've known you for 3 months and we've only ever talked about streams.
Because of how Jynxzi just seemed to crash out on Lacey for not really that big of a reason, and because of his history with stable Ronaldo as well, it kind of has just become a joke in the FaZe house to act like Jynxzi because they don't really respect him. And that's just what it is now. But back then when Jynxzi went off on Lacey, it was a pretty bad look for Lacey, which is why he's the final victim of Jynxzi on this list. And with that out of the way, that is it for today's video. Check out this next video, and I hope we'll see you there.